Well, we're live in everybody's living room. How about that? This is Triple D. You pick 'em, baby. Week 6 for college football.
Ooh.
All right. There we go. We're arrived alive and wow, here we go. How about it, boys?
Hey, we're living it and loving it, especially from all the games from last week.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Yeah, no, yeah.
yeah,
That
well,
week
we're
6 was crazy. Or week 5 was crazy, man. That was fun stuff.
yeah.
Got a
Wait
lot
till we
of
see
great
the
games.
records.
Yeah.
Wow. All right,
That's
man.
crazy.
This has been a wild week and been a fun week. How about that?
For
Oh
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, I loved it. Last week was just a lot of fun to sit back and watch. There were so many games that was so close, and hey, we called them. They were going to be close, and
Yeah. We just
they
said that.
they happened.
Yeah, especially Garrett saying that Florida State and Virginia. Oh, why do we have them up there?
Yeah, I almost
I
picked
told you it's gonna be a good
Virginia.
game.
I almost picked Virginia just for grins and giggles. So.
Yeah, so go ahead, start us off with that game, Kyle.
Oh yeah, number 8, Florida State at Virginia was just a crazy game. The fans, man, it was exciting to watch. Man, the fans were already out, or the student section was already out on the field, ready to storm the field before they even finished the game. It was bad.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was strange seeing Virginia. It was just really I felt like this game, like anything Florida State was getting, they were not getting like any turnovers or anything going really. They had no momentum at all. Really, they were getting all the bad luck. And then like them coming out in the second half, they had to figure out what was wrong and go into the locker room and figure out things, which they ended up trying to come back at the very end, but they couldn't pull it off, and they should have though. Florida State should have definitely done a lot better though and cleaned up their mistakes by half, but they didn't. They ended up losing that game. It was a pretty rough loss for them too. Virginia has upset them 2 times prior. Virginia has upsetted Florida State before 2 times, which that wasn't their first rodeo really. So it was just strange seeing this. We all thought Florida State for sure looked really good this year, but yeah, that's all I got to say about that game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game. I mean, yeah, no, it was a great game the whole time. Virginia definitely took advantage of that home field advantage. I mean, it was a Friday night game. Florida State obviously didn't look ready. Virginia smacked them in the mouth. That game ended up going to overtime, if you remember correctly. Goes to overtime. Virginia scores. Florida State has a chance. They throw the ball. The receiver has the ball in his hand, juggles it from the beginning of the end zone all the way to the back of the end zone, incomplete pass, and then Florida State does an interception on the last play. And like you said, the fans were on the
Yeah.
field. One of the fastest field rushing I've ever seen in my life. Absolutely nuts in
They said in
Virginia.
history. In
Oh yeah,
history.
they were setting history with that field rush. It was crazy. It was madness. Couldn't believe it. But yeah,
Oh
hats off
yeah.
to Virginia. Huge upset to start the season, or in this beginning half of the season. Florida State's obviously got a big game this next week. I think Florida State's not a bad football team yet. I just think
Right.
they got caught in one of those trap games that you're playing on the road on a Friday night. They weren't ready for it, and Virginia smacked them in the mouth. Because what is it? Tommy Castellano or the quarterback for Florida
Yes.
State?
Yeah, yeah.
He's a dog, man. He's a dog.
Just
So
say Tommy. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
his last
next up
name's
we got what?
strange. We got
Okay.
Alabama at Georgia, which was an exciting game, I thought. But I want to
Um,
say early on in this game, I want to say Bama was out in front. I don't know. I might be wrong.
yeah,
I felt
yeah.
like
Bama
Bama
was
was out in front this
pretty good for a
game,
while.
and they were actually dominating for a while. And then Georgia had to slowly make their comeback. I feel like in the second half, they had to come out and you're at home. Like, come on, you got to do a lot better than that, I think. But it was exciting watching Bama upset the Dogs at their home territory, and that means Bama is still in the race for the playoffs, just like Georgia will still most likely be. in the race for the playoffs too,
Hey, I
which it
call
definitely
that one.
saves Bama that chance.
Yeah. Well, I call that one. I saw it coming. I mean, I'm telling you, yeah, Alabama just
Yeah,
has
Danny
a
did call it.
has a way of beating Georgia in Georgia. They've done it. I think it was like 6 out of the last 7 years or so in Georgia, or 6 out of the last 7 times they've played in Georgia, they've won. So that's a heck of a record.
Yeah. All around, just impressive effort from Bama. I mean, Bama played a pretty good game overall. Like you said, they jumped out on Georgia first. They scored. They took a lead. I'm pretty sure it was 24-14 there for a good little bit. Georgia ends up coming back. They made some big plays. They made it interesting for sure, but both these defenses are pretty stout, pretty legit. They're not going to give up too many big plays to play well overall. So yeah, no, very impressed with Georgia with how this Alabama team has improved, especially since week 1. Georgia's still going to be fine. I think Georgia's still got a great team, great
Yeah.
group of athletes for sure. Kirby Smart knows what he's doing, and he's going to do fine there. I think Georgia's going to have a couple more like close trap games down the road, and we'll see if they fumble or keep up with the season. I think they're going to have a good shot at making the playoffs. Bama's in a really good spot now, so yeah, no, exciting SEC matchup like we kind of expected. I mean, you got Georgia and Alabama, week 5 of the season. You know it's going to be an absolute dogfight. So. Great
Oh yeah.
game.
Oh yeah.
All right, now
All right,
let's
G,
talk a
lead
little
us
bit
on the
about
next one because I don't want to talk about
LSU.
it.
LSU and Ole Miss. Yeah, I'm sure you don't want to talk about it. I mean, this Ole Miss team was very impressive to me, just because, yeah, they played at home. They took advantage of the home field advantage, and LSU's offense just couldn't get anything going against Ole Miss's defense. I feel like Garrett Nussmeier made some costly mistakes. He threw some interceptions, but yeah, this Ole Miss defense really stepped up to the plate, considering this hasn't been one of the best defenses in the SEC. So hats off to Ole Miss. I think their
Yeah.
offense is playing well overall, and I think they're able to. I mean, they put up 24 points, and I think this LSU defense is good. So putting up 24 points against LSU's defense is solid. It's just LSU has to figure out they have to figure out an offense and start getting this ball moving, and especially in the red zone and on on the opponent's side of the field, they need to be more productive. So,
Oh yeah,
but yeah, Ole
yeah,
Miss
you're
looking good.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Well,
but like, hey, like I gotta say though, is just if LSU was playing at home, this would be a lot different game.
But they're not. But they did it.
Yeah.
right. Right.
Yeah, but no, I definitely feel like LSU definitely needs to work on once they get a turnover to have all that momentum to go down the field and use their offense to go score. It happens every week with LSU. Their defense is not going to win every game for them. God,
Right.
this ain't the
Yeah, they
Cowboys
have
or the old
plenty.
Cowboys. Like, come
Yeah, they
on.
have plenty of opportunities too. Yeah, LSU had plenty of opportunities
Right.
to take advantage of this game and take the lead in the game, but they just couldn't capitalize on
And
anything.
then Garrett Nussmeyer, like they said, was not thrown as accurate as everybody is expecting. He did horrible on his completion rate and everything. It was bad. They said that Garrett Nussmeyer definitely needs to wake up and starts performing better.
I mean, he has to in the SEC. There's no there's no other option. If this LSU team wants to make a run or make it in the playoffs, they have to step up, especially
Yep.
offensively.
No
All
doubt.
right,
gonna
No
Jake,
say
doubt.
that.
Mister Big Ten yourself.
Oh, it was a fun game, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, that was a fun game. I was actually kind of mad because I don't even think I stayed up to the end of it. I was so tired. But yeah, Oregon Penn State, man, absolute battle. I told y'all it was gonna be close. I told y'all
Yep.
Oregon was gonna win because Penn
Yep.
State
You called
could
that
not
one.
win in the big games. Poor Penn State. I mean, they got a good team.
Poor Penn State.
They're fundamentally a really good team, and I actually like James Franklin.
Yeah, I do
But
too.
they just can't win in the big time
Penn
moments,
State's
man.
back.
Penn State can't beat a good team. I don't think they're going to beat Ohio State this year. I don't think they're going to beat Oregon this year. I just don't see them winning. I mean, they played it down to the wire. This game went to double overtime. It's just Oregon had more speed, more athletes, and Oregon pulled it out. So hats off
Yeah,
to
but
Oregon. And Oregon getting the win in a whiteout, too. It was
hey, I was gonna
insane
say
stuff.
that was an eye-opening experience for
Man, that
Oregon
place
to
was
hear that crowd. It
rocking,
was
bro.
loud.
Yeah, that place was rocking all
You
day. I
know,
mean, from game day got there till the end of the game. I mean, that place was crazy.
But this gave us a lot more information about the teams now, looking at all the ranked teams now. It gives us a lot more information about Oregon. Oregon can handle the clutch and the loudness right now and clutch out a win at a away game, really. So that helps out Oregon a lot. Now, if they lose a home game, it's going to look very bad on their record. Very, very bad.
And I mean, I think personally, like this game kind of showed that these two teams going into double overtime. These two teams are two of the top programs I think right now in college football, especially in the Big Ten. You know, you got Oregon, Penn State, and Ohio State. I think are the top three in the Big Ten, and after that, it kind of falls off drastically. But I think they are
Yeah.
top tier kind of programs right now, and we'll see how the season progresses and see how consistent they can be. But I think these are going to be two playoff teams for sure.
Okay, yeah,
But
you
yeah,
ready to go on with the player of the
let's
week?
move
Or,
on.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Kyle, you
picked.
picked
Yeah, go
these.
ahead.
Okay, yeah, just blame it on me.
Yeah.
I picked CJ Carr, quarterback for Notre Dame. He had a huge week, putting up 354 passing yards and 4 passing touchdowns, which is crazy. I don't even remember who they played last week, but
Arkansas.
War,
It was
yeah,
Arkansas.
Arkansas. But still, they put up a lot of good numbers on a decent SEC school. I feel like the SEC is so dominant now. If it was like Notre Dame playing against somebody like a different conference, like the ACC or something, yeah, that'd be different. But I feel like the SEC is a lot more dominant than people think, really. And I feel like if you're putting up those numbers against a good program like them, I feel like that deserves it right there. And just his numbers were amazing, though, I believe.
Yeah,
But
I
I
mean,
do have to give like an honorable mention to Dante Moore. He did come up with a clutch win at Penn State. He looked really
yeah, Dante
good,
Moore was
but he just didn't put up the passing yards. Really, is what got me. He needs to definitely work on more like passing yards if he's going to do that. But he did have running yards on top of that.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no, I
Gary, you
agree.
want to talk about
Yeah.
the defense or offense? Yeah.
All I was gonna add was yeah, Deontay Moore had a great game, you know, and he got the big win in a big time moment. Obviously, his stats didn't really line up with that, but CJ Carr. I mean, I feel like Notre Dame came into Arkansas in like a trap kind of game. I mean, when you're playing in Fayetteville, Arkansas, the place is gonna be rocking. This
Yeah.
is a trap game for Notre Dame, and Notre Dame came off after losing to A&M. They came back and they were swinging. CJ Carr was playing outstanding. That offense, I think, put up 60 points on Arkansas. Super impressive stuff from Notre Dame last week. So, yeah, no, CJ Carr, great pick for Offensive Player of the Week. Defense Player of the Week, we got Caden Curry, defensive end for Ohio State. Pulled in 11 total tackles, 5 sacks for loss, or 5 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. Yeah, he's one of the new younger players on this, or I don't know, younger, but new big time stars on this Ohio State defense. Ohio State's got probably the best defense in the country, in my opinion. And statistically, they are one of the best defenses in the country, going against a high power Washington offense this last week. And yeah, no, just complete shutdown from Caden Curry. Getting those sacks in big time moments was huge. And then, yeah, just the Ohio State defense overall is playing phenomenal. Holding Washington to 6 points, absolutely insane. They held Texas to 7. I mean, you got Caleb Downs and you got Sonny Stott. You got all sorts of players on that Ohio State defense. That's just absolute
Oh yeah,
dogs.
no,
So
yeah.
Caden Curry,
Katie
big
Curry
step up,
is
big win for the
yeah, Gary.
Buckeyes.
He's a senior, but he's from
Okay.
Greenwood, IN, wherever that is, IN.
Indiana.
Yeah, he's from Greenwood, Indiana,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. Yep, that's
Yeah,
right,
well,
But
Kyle.
yeah, no,
yeah, he
he did a
hasn't
great
been
job.
he hasn't been the
Defense.
big time starter because you know Ohio State
Oh
has their
yeah,
big time defensive end starters constantly. You
yeah. Which
know,
I was
so
kind of strange because I looked at this dude. I said, "Really? This dude put on 3 sacks?" Because I have his profile picture. I'm like, "What the heck?"
yeah, yeah. I saw on like social media Ohio State's defense was like, yeah, we're just a bunch of guys that play hard and we play just great, fundamentally sound defense. Not too many big time stars. And I'm like, well, you got Caleb Downs, who's probably the best defense player in the country for sure. But
Right.
Oh yeah.
so let's go ahead and move on to our week 6. You know, we talk a little bit week 6 football and our upset alerts.
Upset
So go
alerts.
ahead, kick us off with
Yeah, I didn't
the
really put.
first one,
Upset
which
alert.
happens
I
to
didn't.
be the game of the week.
Yeah, I definitely didn't put that many on here because there wasn't. It's just so. Some of these games are going to be just so close. I think personally, But yeah, Miami. I definitely have Miami versus Florida State. It's a huge rival game. You are going to Florida State to play this game. You already know Florida State's a huge party school. This crowd's going to be rowdy as heck, and especially this is the battle for Florida right now. Really, all the other teams have played each other, and this is the battle of Florida right here. Who's really going to take it? Really. But nah, it's Florida State, they had a rough game last week because they definitely stopped Tommy from running the ball. Which, if you can't stop Tommy, or if you stop Tommy from running the ball, Florida State's not going to do too well. Now, if Miami doesn't stop him with running the ball and throwing it, Tommy's going to run all over the field, I think. But it's just a huge rival game, and hey, you never know what's going to happen. It's a rival game.
Yeah, in Tallahassee, Florida. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I can see an upset where Florida State can bounce back, after a humiliating loss to Virginia, which only reason I say it's humiliating because they were not supposed to lose that game. So
Yeah, no, I mean I agree 100% with what y'all are saying. It's in Tallahassee, big time rivalry, and yeah, the biggest thing that sticks out to me is you look statistically at teams that when we look at these teams that are supposed to be really good, and then they have a big time upset, big time loss. Florida State loses on a Friday night. They watch film Saturday. They're already back on the field, ready to go, even a day ahead of Miami, and so Florida State's got a lot to prove. They're playing extremely hard. They got to bounce back from that. Plus, Miami right now is on top of the world. Everybody thinks Miami's the best team, one of the best teams in the country. They're floating high. They got all the confidence in the world. They're killing everything. And then that's when you kind of, if they come into this a little too lackadaisical, not firing on all cylinders right away, then this could definitely be an upset game. I can definitely see Florida State,
right.
keeping it competitive and making this a possible upset. So I like that. And then,
IG, what do you think about the next one?
no, I agree with this as definitely being an upset alert. Mississippi State at Texas A&M. Texas A&M playing at home. Texas A&M is another team, kind of like Miami, in my opinion. They're riding high, man. They're flying with confidence right now. They upset Notre Dame in a close one. They beat Auburn in a close one, and now they got Mississippi State coming into Kyle Field, which is one of the toughest places to play, I think, especially right now in this season and how well A&M is doing and how high the expectations are. But yeah, with huge expectations that A&M has right now, huge confidence, it's kind of like the only place they can go is down. So in this Mississippi State team coming off a close, like I'm talking a extremely close overtime loss to a good Tennessee team last week. Mississippi State is a good team. They got a veteran quarterback, Blake Shapen. So yeah, definitely possible upset. Texas A&M, they mess up. Marcel Reed fumbles the ball or throws an interception or two. This Mississippi State team is good enough to stay in the game and win it and pull it out at the end. So it's definitely possible. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah, man. Hey, I know the cowbells aren't helping them this weekend,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
that helped them
I
last week
definitely feel
in the
like
Tennessee
as
game for sure.
I
Yeah,
definitely feel like Mississippi State, if they could stop Moss from running the ball for A&M's run game, if they could shut him down, Mississippi State has a huge chance of winning this game. As long as you can stop this run game. A&M's run game is great. Moss in the back. I want to say it's Moss. I believe so. God.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're right.
I think it's Le'Veon or yeah, Le'Veon Moss is a dog for them. He is racking up some huge run game, and they finally figured out last week. A&M did, but if Mississippi State can slow them down on that run game, especially at home, I feel like Mississippi State could definitely pull off a huge upset. But I feel like this Mississippi State team is no team to take lightly either. I feel like they had a close game last week, and they're definitely not a team you count out. They're huge.
Oh,
They're a lot
100%.
better than last year.
Yeah.
They're not the same team from last year. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to add was this A&M defense, in my opinion, isn't playing as good or up to standard as what we thought they would. And I feel like Blake Shapen and this Mississippi State offense is rolling. And I see him putting up some points on A&M. Now, if Mississippi State can contain Marcel Reed and not let him break out the pocket and not let him run for a lot of yards, I think this will definitely be a close game. So I think that's going to be kind of like the X factor, in my opinion. So
Oh yeah.
can they stop Marcel Reed from running all over
Oh
him?
my God, they do.
So yeah, let's
Oh.
go ahead and jump to the Heisman watch.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I changed it up for you. Okay. I definitely changed
Oh,
it
nice
up
little
because
graphic there.
Yeah.
oh oh
Looks great.
Hey, hey, when you get a little bit of time, you can do things like that. So yeah.
oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, great, Kyle.
Carson Beck, you put number one, and I agree with that. I
Yes.
think he's solid. I don't know. I think this week will tell us a lot with Florida State about him. So we'll see.
or or they're just gonna come in and just blow him out of the water, and we're still not gonna know how good he is in the clutch situations, which is
Right. Could
so
be.
difficult right now, early in the season,
Oh yeah.
really in week 6. So it's just so
Yeah.
tough.
Well, I mean, you're almost halfway through the season. So
But like
yeah.
we figured out most of the other players how they feel and like how they look. Really,
Well,
that's just
Dante Moore, I mean, with Oregon, solid as a rock. So, yeah, I agree. He's right there. You could almost put those two as a tie.
yeah. And then Jeremiah Smith, I gotta give him definitely some credit because against Washington, Ohio State was not doing much, and then all you see is Jeremiah Smith catching passes, going down the field, scoring. And I'm just like, well, this man came alive this game to help him out because Garrett, y'all were not looking decent in the start
Yeah. Yeah, the
at
first
all.
half, yeah.
It
But
was definitely a defensive battle. Only putting up only 24 against them, that's something you gotta be careful about in a way.
yeah. And I mean, Jeremiah Smith is such a big playmaker, such a top tier receiver. They had him
George.
bracketed the whole game. I mean, they had him in man coverage with the safety help over the top almost the whole time, especially the first half. That's why his targets were down, and they had to start getting the ball to Cardell Tate and some of the other receivers. But yeah, no, I think Jeremiah Smith is definitely one of the best players in the country. I think this list is pretty solid right now. Drew Aller and Garrett Nussmeier coming off big time losses in games that I don't think they played up to the standard that I was expecting them to, or you would want to see them. I mean, still top tier quarterbacks in the league, but yeah, I just think they came off big time losses, didn't play top tier, and then you got Carson Beck who showed up in the big games, played really well, has got some big wins, and then Dante Moore obviously beating Penn State last week, played really well, got the big win under his belt. So yeah, I like this right now. And I
Yeah,
like the
well,
Heisman
okay,
Hawk. So
well,
yeah.
the 4 and 5, I'm probably gonna switch out next week. I'm probably gonna move. I'll probably move Ruben Bain Jr., the defensive lineman for Miami. He's a dog. Everybody's been talking about him. Big. He wears number 4. You can't miss him. He's huge. They've been talking to him to be moved up in here in the finalists, which we haven't seen the defense.
Wow.
I felt like we haven't seen a defensive lineman in a while. I don't know. In the last top 3, I don't know who was in the top 3 last time for a defensive end or defensive lineman.
What about someone like what is it, Rocco Beck from Iowa State, quarterback? You know, just saying he's been playing
Yeah, everybody
well.
talks about him too, and I'm just
Beck's
like,
been playing
well,
well.
if somebody didn't get hurt and have surgery, he would be up here. But
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
and then Hayes
John
King did not
Mateers.
look so good last week, so it's just
Yeah, Hayes King had a
oh.
rough week.
Hayes King was making me so mad watching him. He
They
should have done a
barely
lot
won in that.
better. And
Yeah,
I
they
want to say
barely
they
beat
played
Wake
against
Forest in overtime.
Wake Forest.
Wake
Yeah, they
Forest.
played against Wake Forest. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a close one. But all
he was
right,
not
man.
looking good. I was like, yeah, jump on the next.
Let's go to Triple D Pick'ems, baby.
Oh, man. Here we go. Let me get us over there, and we'll start rocking and rolling. How about it?
Yeah, it's killing
You want to
us.
read off the record?
Well, actually, you're killing me. Actually, on the
We're
records.
killing you. Okay. Well, hey, while we're talking about it, let's go ahead and bring those up here. See if I can get those to come up.
Garrett's not
And
looking too hot
Garrett,
on our college games,
yeah, but
college game day pick 'em.
you know what?
ESPN.
Oh, on the
Yeah,
ESPN app. Hey, but here I'm doing fine.
yeah.
Yeah,
See if I can get
Hey, man.
we're both. I
We
think we're
there.
always
both
pick the close
25 and
games.
25.
Oh wow, where is it at? Oh, I gotta find it. Jesus, loves
Are you
So
serious?
football.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, here it is. Pick
You
'em
just forgot about it.
records. So we'll get you.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh,
get it
Dad had
up
to
there.
highlight
Hey, we'll
himself.
catch you this week, man. We'll catch you this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all are catching me.
Dad
So
got the
I'm gonna catch
special
you this
effect
week.
and everything. He's highlighted and everything over there, huh?
yeah, got it right up there. So
Everybody gets lucky every once in a
yeah,
while.
well,
One
we
game. What
yeah
was
one
it? The
game
Bama game that got
and
me?
and 1 week could change everything, right? So one
Yeah.
week could change
Oh
it
yeah,
all. All right. So we've seen that
especially
enough.
this week.
So we'll go ahead and take that out. We didn't lose Garrett's audio, so so we'll bring our
I
um,
hope not.
yeah. And the other thing I wanted to point out is let's talk about this too real quick. We'll bring that in. And these are the games to watch that we have. And let me bring y'all back in. And yeah, these are the games to watch. You got, Virginia, Louisville, Texas, Florida, Syracuse, SMU, Vanderbilt, Alabama, Washington, Maryland, Michigan State against Nebraska, Texas Tech versus Houston, and Mississippi State versus Texas A&M. And we have one more, but we're not going to disclose it right now. But those are some of the games to watch for this week. So, and a lot of them are at 2:30. So, crazy, right?
Busy time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. There's a lot at 2:30.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Too many.
way too many.
I don't have enough TVs.
I know, right? Shoot.
All right. Here we go. We started off
All right.
with Virginia and Louisville. So
Go ahead, Dad.
oh man,
You're the
You know
you're
what?
the one winning. Might as well start it off.
I almost took Virginia last week. I don't care that Louisville is 4-0. I think that Virginia win solidified them. I don't think Louisville is as good as some people might think. So, but yeah, I'm going with Virginia. I'm not going to pick against them. I lost last time, so maybe I'll pick
All
up
right.
one.
All right, not so fast. You got the favorites here, 6.5. Louisville winning this game. Never count a undefeated team out of this battle. Okay, I got the upset. I'm going Louisville with the win.
Louisville with the win.
That's not the upset. They're favorited.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
pull
but it's
that up.
upset because they're ranked number 24, Virginia versus Louisville.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter, as we saw, with
Yeah. Well,
Arizona State too. They won
Hey,
it.
but never count out an undefeated team.
Yeah.
Louisville is undefeated, and they're at home. So I think that's going to play in Louisville's favor. I think Virginia's going to be so high off that win last week and that upset last week. I think it was kind of a home field advantage, spur of the moment upset. I don't see them playing that well this week. I think they're going to have a pretty rough start, pretty rough game. I got Louisville winning. I still think it's going to be close, though.
You got
Good
Louisville.
Got
pick.
winning.
Louisville winning.
Yeah, you just never know, right? Just never know.
Yeah, my friend actually went to a Louisville game because he lives up there in Indiana. One of my good friends, and he actually went to one of the games, but it wasn't one of the more exciting ones.
Oh,
So he
really?
wasn't able to see how like the fans didn't look that like. I want to say they played like Troy or somebody. They played somebody that wasn't good. I was like, oh, well, why'd you go to that game?
Well, you do what you can, right?
Yeah, ready to jump into
Next
the
game.
best game of the week right here.
Yeah, I'll be watching this one, that's for sure.
Wait.
Didn't they have a bye last
I'm a
week?
little bit behind here, so yeah.
Yeah,
So
we
let me
definitely
get
missed them
this.
last week, Dad. It was definitely an empty place in my heart.
Oh
Missing to watch
no.
them.
Let's see what we
Yeah,
got.
it was kind of sad.
What?
All right, G, you want to lead us?
Longhorns and Florida. See if we
Yeah, I'll
can
take
get-
over.
Go ahead.
DJ Lagway's he's not playing anymore, is he? Is DJ Lagway back? I don't remember. I thought I heard somewhere that
I'm not
he
sure.
wasn't. He
God,
wasn't.
G, you're making me look
That
up
he had to do
stuff.
surgery.
Yeah, we have to
Anyway.
go look at.
I think this Florida offense is struggling a lot this year. Obviously, they've lost 2 games, not looked their best. Texas's offense has struggled this year. Texas' offense needs to find something, needs to find some rhythm, needs to start off early and play well. I have no doubt that Texas defense is one of the best defenses in the country. I think Texas is a good and a better overall team than Florida. Florida's defense isn't bad, but I think is going to score a couple more points. Low scoring game. Texas wins. Hook 'em.
Hook 'em.
Hook 'em, baby. Yeah.
To me,
Give me them
it says he's
Longhorns.
still active. It says he's
Oh,
still
okay,
active
maybe,
for Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
yes.
he's had a really rough year. He hasn't played good at all, so that might be better for the Longhorns at this point right now.
Yeah, he has more
yeah.
interceptions than touchdowns.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Great to see.
Great to see.
Did Dad already pick or no? Oh, Dad hasn't picked yet?
Yeah, Garrett's picked, and I'll pick this one, and it's going to be close. It's going to be about within a 2-score game. So, but I'm gonna take. Where is it at? Oh, the Horns, baby, the Horns. So, yee-haw! Let's go.
Yeah,
I want Texas' offense to look good for once, please.
Yeah, well, DJ Lagway is going to be coming back to his home state, Texas, but he's going to go home with an ass whooping, baby. I got Texas.
Hey,
that Texas cow. There it is. All three of us on that one. Yeah, so. And then the next game.
I promise we're not biased.
The next game coming in. Oh, wow. Is that? Ooh,
yeah,
that's going to be
Syracuse.
fun.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Oh, yeah, I can't sugarcoat this thing at all. I want to go for my record, okay? I'm going to keep my record. I got Syracuse winning this game on a huge road game.
You do?
Not so fast.
No way.
Not
Are you?
so
wait,
fast.
Is that your pick? All right.
Yeah, that's honestly my pick. I'm not looking at any notes. I'm just saying it. I'm keeping my record.
Well, do you see this spread? I'm going to show you the spread right here. Or
Dad, I put the spread on there.
I know. Do you remember it? Yeah, because
yes,
there
I'm
it
looking
is.
at it.
Yeah, SMU, favored by 17.5. So interesting, right? So,
yeah.
All right, Garrett, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it almost makes you wonder. Like maybe someone knows something that I don't. Like,
the boys in Vegas.
So high. I wouldn't have picked that. But I like the Ponies. I think they bounce back. They're going to turn their season around. Hopefully now. Give me SMU winning in Dallas at home. Yeah, go Mustangs.
Yeah.
They're going to turn their season around. Syracuse is not a great team. They're not bad, but I don't think they're a great team. So.
I didn't know Duke killed them that bad.
Well,
Duke killed them last week. It was 38-3.
Yeah, isn't that weird? How do you do that from one game to another? You bounce back and forth.
But then they beat Clemson.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. So exactly. You never.
So,
any given Saturday, man.
That's right. That's why we play the game. All right.
All right, Dad, who are you picking?
Yeah, real quick. I'm taking the home team, and that's the only reason I'm taking the Mustangs. I almost took Syracuse, but I'm taking the Mustangs because they're at home, and that's good home cooking right there. So,
hey, Syracuse can't win anywhere. I'm telling you, Syracuse lost at home by that much is crazy.
Well, it happens, right?
But they beat Clemson.
But they go to beat Clemson. Are you?
So let's see if we got the next pick. All right, so we'll go to the next pick, and here it is.
Oh yeah, I can definitely say this.
Yes,
it's so easy.
It is.
Oh, all right, go ahead, Kyle. It's so easy.
Ahead.
I got Bama winning this game, hands down. I got Bama blowing them out, or not blowing them out, but at least 2 scores ahead.
You got Bama. Yeah, picking
You're playing them at
team.
home. It's gonna be loud. Yeah. Bama wins.
Ooh, this should have been on our upset alert. I think Vandy. You don't know how to take them.
But it's just like last week.
Yeah, well, look, Vanderbilt did upset Alabama last year, correct? So this year, you know, can they do it again? But they're not at home. So only reason I'm picking Alabama, I'm taking the cheap way out, and I'm going to say they're the home team. The home team wins.
Dad, do you even know who
still don't
Vanderbilt's
even know on that
quarterback
pick.
is?
You know, I did at one time, but I done forgot. I've seen so
Yeah,
many
it's
Diego
kids named.
Diego
Pavia.
Yeah, Diego Pavia. That's
a
right.
senior,
Hey man,
actually.
he's playing. Yeah,
He
so
has
this
played
Vanderbilt
good.
team, he's playing extremely well, and this Vanderbilt team is playing great. I mean, they got the big win against South Carolina a couple weeks back. Vandy's looking really great. Alabama, this same thing happened last year, I believe. Alabama got the big win against Georgia. They go to Vanderbilt, and then they lose to Vandy. Upset. Alabama beat Georgia this year. Vandy's looking really good. Diego Pave is playing really well. I think this is going to be another SEC overtime finish, but I have Bama winning at home.
Oh,
Barely,
Oh, Garrett,
barely.
I
wow.
would
I
so much
like
be like,
Vandy, and I'll pull it for Vandy, but I'm taking Bama in a close one.
Oh.
I was
Oh, we
about to be
all
like, here,
picked
if this helps
Bama?
you out with your pick, do you want to hear his stats?
Yeah, I
Hey,
Diego
mean, you
got some
he's
could.
another
crazy
one that could
stats.
be on the. He's another one that could be on that Heisman watch list. He's playing extremely well football, or extremely good football right
Yeah, he
now.
has
Hey, and game day is
88.4.
going to be there this week. It's going to be that place is going to be
Garrett, he's the
crazy.
Yeah.
third. His rating is crazy. He has 88.4 quarterback rating.
Oh wow, that's real good. Yeah, no, he's playing good
Yeah.
football. He
He's
might
number
make that
three in
Heisman
the
watch list
nation.
soon.
It says
Oh,
he's
okay.
number 3 in the nation. Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you what. Quick one here: Washington, Maryland. Washington coming off a big loss against Ohio State. They played well offensively. They just couldn't get anything going against Ohio State's defense. Their defense didn't look bad from Washington. Maryland 4-0, man. They're firing all
Mm.
cylinders, playing really good football lately. I think they beat Michigan State last week, right?
Yep.
I don't know
Yeah,
for
I
sure,
think
but
so.
Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah.
two.
I have. Oh, and they're playing in Maryland, so Washington's got to go through that 4 hour time change difference to play at 2:30. Ooh, that's gonna be
And they're
tough.
playing
That's a
another
long
away game, right?
travel.
Or no?
Well, it's at Maryland, so Washington's got to go all the
Yeah.
way across the country to go to Maryland. That's
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
where did they
tough
play
for them
Ohio State at?
at home. Washington was at home.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
hey, real quick, jump back to Heisman. I have some comments here that, like, where is Ty Simpson? And Nussmeier, number 5 is a joke.
Wait, who
So,
was it?
yeah. No. A person named Tabby. How about that? So, you might know that person. So, anyways, sorry to interrupt.
Anyways,
Go back to the pick'em.
just because of the time change, I didn't even know who I was gonna pick till I started thinking about the time zone difference and all that. Give me Maryland in a close one.
Oh wow! So you're taking the home team on that one.
Dad, who do
Yeah.
you got?
Hey, I'm going to go with Washington. I'm going to go against the grain a little bit. I think Washington showed they're good, and against the top tier team, they held their own against Ohio State, but only for a little while. They couldn't do it, sustain that. But I think against Maryland, they will, and so I think they'll win on the road, and so I'm taking Washington. Kyle, you're torn
Really? That's
between the two.
crazy.
Yeah, come on, Kyle,
All I
make a
gotta
choice.
say is, I believe this, but Maryland has the best end zone in all of college football. I want to say,
Uh
don't they still the
They
checkered
do.
end zone?
Yeah, they do. The Terrapins,
Well,
bro.
that's gonna confuse Washington enough.
All
I got
huh.
Maryland winning.
You got
right.
Maryland winning. Okay.
Hey, man, don't sleep
It's
on the
Every count
Terps.
of 4-0 team that's not ranked out of the picture. Okay.
interesting
Fair enough.
though. Very interesting. So all right. Get out of there.
Oh, the next one I could definitely lead this one off.
Go ahead,
All
Kyle.
right, Kyle. Here he goes.
I love talking about Nebraska's quarterback, baby. All right, so we got Patrick Mahomes playing at home.
not his name. No.
Oh,
What's his
sorry.
name, Kyle? Do you know his name?
God, that's a great. No,
Dylan
I know it starts
Raiola,
with a D.
whatever.
I think.
Yeah, Dylan Raiola, I believe.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. Nah, I got Nebraska winning this game. As long as Nebraska can make huge plays and get down the field, I don't think this Michigan State team can keep up with Nebraska. Nebraska has the athletes, but can they like? Oh, what's the term? Can they actually go down and have a good drive and actually execute the plays that are being called the right way? I feel like Nebraska can actually do something with their offense. They'll actually do pretty decent this game. I got Nebraska winning.
All right. Good pick. Good pick. Yeah, I mean, I think this Michigan State team's still kind of they're building back the program. I think they're on the right steps to making this program back to where it's more competitive in the Big Ten and in the country. Nationally, yeah, competitive. But I think Nebraska's got a better team. I think Nebraska's one loss to Michigan was a close one. I still don't think Nebraska is a team that's like top of the Big Ten yet. But I think when we look at, we look at Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, and then you can even throw Michigan at the bottom of those. But and then it drops off majorly, and I think that's where like Nebraska's at the top of that kind of drop off. And so, give me Nebraska winning. I think this game will be a little close, but in Lincoln, 3 o'clock, yeah, give me the Cornhuskers. All right, Father, whenever you're ready,
Oh man,
make your pick.
I'm taking Nebraska. It's to me, it's an easy pick. The Spartans are rebuilding, and they just, not that good of a team. Sad to say
Yeah.
that. So that's my pick, baby. Here we go.
Hey, big game
All
here.
right, here it is.
Nice little,
Oh man,
couple Texas teams.
really?
I feel like
How about that? There it is. Yeah, and it's weird how they're favored by the same amount
11.5?
as the
Yeah.
Nebraska, yeah.
as Nebraska. So, and all this red, man. It's like
That's a lot of red.
Hey, okay.
Reminds
I'll
me of March
start.
Madness.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll
Go
start
ahead.
this one.
Yeah, what is
There's
it?
a head coach out there that everywhere he's went and every level he's won. That's Willie Fritz. Coach Willie Fritz, I got to see in person, right? I got to see him at the Glazier coaches clinics. And I mean, you talk about a guy that he had just went over to or was just going over to Sam Houston State. And man, he's a fiery guy. He knows football inside and out. He gets players to buy in. So U of H is not going to lose by that spread. I will tell you that. But, I think Tech's defense is a real defense that Tech has never had ever. I mean, this is the best defense Tech's ever had. So I'm going with the Red Raiders because of that. But I don't think it's going to be more than maybe a touchdown or right at 7-point game. So I'm taking the Red Raiders. Guns up.
Hey, man. Yeah. I was about to say the same kind of things. I mean, I didn't meet
man.
him, obviously, Coach Frazier, but I was about to say, man, he's an excellent head coach. And I know this Houston team is still in development, and they're just getting better and better each week. And I think they're getting better. Obviously, the jump from last year being the worst team in the Big 12 to I think this year they're being extremely competitive. I think they're making the right progress. I just don't think they have the talent or they're at the level that Tech is at. I still think Tech is the best team in the Big 12, and I'm pulling for them. I have full confidence in them. And I'm picking Tech for this game, but this is a good game. This is a good game to see. If Tech's going to go on the road and play down to the level of their competition or play inconsistently like we've seen in the past and have a rough game, or if Tech is going to be a good defense, a good fundamental team and stay consistent, keep playing on a dominant level like they have been all year. So, yeah, I got the Raiders winning. I think it will be close, like you said. I just hope Tech can I'm hoping that Tech can dominate and prove that they are the best team in the Big 12
Yeah, it could be a trap game. So,
for sure,
yeah,
especially
you
on
got
the
to.
road going down to Houston.
That's right.
All right, let's try making this short and sweet. But this is definitely a trap game for Texas Tech. Do not take it lightly. You're going into Houston playing I feel like definitely a huge game, and you got to win this. Whatever you do, you got to win this. You can't blow it, throw interceptions. You got to be able to lead your team, especially against a team that's undefeated. Especially Houston, knowing them last year, they were horrible. You can't take that lightly. You got to come in and just rise above everything you've heard about them and just beat the crap out of them. And Tech definitely needs to do that. And I got Tech winning this. Their defense is unstoppable.
Okay. Good
I like
pick,
that.
Kyle. We all
We all picked-
agree. We haven't this time around as we did in week 5. So, yeah,
The
we'll.
next one, I'm not agreeing to anything.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be tough, right? So, what is our next one? Oh man, a lot of maroon.
A lot of
there.
maroon.
Yeah.
Oh, I could definitely lead you off on my favorite teams, right?
There you go,
Go
Kyle.
ahead, Cobb. You want to lead us all? Lead us all.
Yep.
All right, Mississippi State. All you got to do is contain and stop the run game. I got Mississippi State winning this game, and the cowbells will be ringing in Kyle Field, baby.
Okay.
Are you
Mississippi State, huh?
serious? Is that your pick?
On the upset,
Kyle?
I got
Yeah.
Mississippi State.
I got you.
Don't like A&M.
Okay. Yep.
I just since this game is at Kyle Field, it's in College Station. I said A&M's going to have a game that they're going to slip up and they're going to lose. I don't know if it's this week, but man, everything's kind of pointing to the signs. Mississippi State's got a better offense, I think, than Auburn does. Mississippi State's is going to, I think, be able to stop after playing that Tennessee team that close last week. I think Mississippi State's going to be very prepared for this A&M offense. That's, in my opinion, not too terribly far off, but I think they're going to be able to stop them. I got A&M winning. It's going to be close, but since it's at Kyle Field, hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Mississippi State goes to another overtime game this week. I think this game's going to overtime, couple overtimes, and I got A&M winning in a close one. I don't think this is the week that A&M slips up.
Hey, all I gotta say is Mississippi State got their film from last year, and to correct on all that, and they got a bunch of good film against Tennessee. I feel like to move on in this week to play against A&M.
Now, I will say, I think Mississippi State is probably the most improved team in college football.
Yeah,
by
I
far
would
this
say
year.
from
I
year
think
to
from
year.
last year to this year, yeah, they're by far the most improved team.
Dad, we already know who you're gonna pick, Mr. Texas bias.
Hey, it is. I mean, if I could bet against the spread, I would because there's
Agreed.
no way that I could see A&M. Well, I shouldn't say no way, but I don't think A&M will win that big. I think they might win by 10 points or so, or 10 or less. Let's put it that way. But I don't see them beating them more than 60.5 points. So. But I'm still going to go with the home team because I think A&M at home is going to be really hard to beat, even for Mississippi State. And there is a reason that A&M, is ranked, number 6 in the nation. So, and its defense is a big part of that. Just like Tech's built on their defense, and I think A&M. We saw LSU, even though with a good defense, you got to get a little help from your offense. And Marcel Reed didn't have some of his or one of his best games, but still finds a way to win. So, all right, let's see what we got
go to the
next.
game of the week.
Yeah. Oh wait, you're saying it's the game of the week? All right,
yeah.
now y'all gonna like this, I hope. So We'll see if we can get this in here, and we'll see what happens. And we get wait, where is it? Somebody help me out. Did it go dark? Oh, here it is. All right, there it is. The stadium is in Tallahassee, Florida. Number 3, Miami versus number 18, Florida State. The Florida State Championship.
Nice, good stuff there, Derek. Good stuff.
Yeah, well,
Good stuff.
we'll see how good it is.
All right, Dad, lead us off.
Oh, man. I don't know. I really don't know who to pick. I like both teams in the sense that, you got Miami that is favored, by 4.5 points, but they're the premier, game. They're the for ABC. They're going to be at 6:30 in Doak Campbell Stadium. So, I'm still going with Miami. So, I mean, that's my pick. It's just, I think Miami with Carson Beck, they found themselves. Put it that way. So,
Is no one going to take the upset?
who knows, right?
Well,
I'm in last place. Hey, there's nothing to lose. I got Florida State pulling off the biggest upset of their whole life.
We still got a long ways to go, man. Yeah.
I got Florida State winning this thing by a field goal.
What? Florida State? There you go. I don't think it's a bad pick.
This is the
No, I
biggest
think-
game
I
of
mean-
their lives.
No, I mean, I think everything kind of lines up, considering Florida State bouncing back from that big loss last week, playing at home. They have to bounce back. They need everything they got. Everything's pointing to Florida State, but I can't do it. There ain't no way I'm picking against Miami right now. I think Miami has a better defense, and they have a better sound, complete offense with Carson Beck running the show. He's got a little more experience. I agree. I think this game's going down to the wire. The difference is going to be 1 or 2 big plays, maybe a game-winning field goal. But yeah, give me the Hurricanes. Give me the U. Plus, I like Miami more than Florida State, anyways. So give me the U.
All
Miami
right.
wins.
Hey, where is
Yeah,
it?
give
There
me the
we
U, baby.
go. All right. Yep. So that's our picks for tonight, and we'll go back and see if we've got any final thoughts. But hey, how about getting back to our main screen?
Oh, God.
There we are. So
Oh, yeah, final thoughts?
yeah, some final
I mean,
thoughts on this week.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
some
No,
last
it's
week.
talking about a general all sports wise. We just got to give a shout out. I know Garrett's very excited. All we're just going to do is give a shout out for NASCAR for Chase Elliott catching the dub
Hey,
last
Chase
weekend.
Elliott. Hey, that was awesome. Y'all watch NASCAR. That was a really good race. Really good
Came out of
finish.
nowhere, right?
Big shout out, Chase Elliott. That's my boy.
There you
We're
go.
even rocking the stashes at the same time. We already know.
Oh, that's why you shaved
Didn't
your
even
beard.
plan
Okay.
it. I actually didn't even know he shaved until this weekend. I said, hey, that's my
Oh,
my
wow.
That's
boy right
crazy.
there.
But,
But no,
No,
I mean,
there
when
was
it comes to
another-
week-
yeah, go for it, Garrett.
I was just going to talk. I just think this college football season has been so exciting, so electric. I feel like the level of competition is starting to even out in a lot of these teams. Obviously there's still the top tier and then the bottom tier, but this middle tier and some
Yeah.
of these teams like Mississippi State are stepping up. Vanderbilt, Auburn's even not that bad. There's so many still what ifs, and so many teams I think are playing at a very competitive level and coming into a lot of these really competitive games. So it's just like you never know what happens on these Saturdays, and I think that's what makes college football so exciting and so fun. And I think it's just going to get better each week. So that's all I was.
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say,
nah.
and-
Well, there's 2 other games that I was just going to mention real quick. I know we didn't have them in the pick 'em lineup, but 11 a.m. games, we got Clemson versus North Carolina is going to be a decent game. I feel like it's going to be a good game. And then Kansas State versus Baylor is going to be another good game. Both of those games I feel like are going to be good 11 a.m. games to watch on Saturday morning. But we just didn't have those in the lineups because those weren't like the bigger of the closer games, really.
Yeah. 4
Yeah.
teams that need a win, that's for sure, because they're looking on the down right now.
Well, and also a big plug for the the Navarro Panthers, is even though they lost last week to Wimberley, they only lost by a field goal. And this
was a
week
good
they're
game.
at home, and you can watch us on the Navarro Panther Network.
Salado.
Against Salado. And they're in
Panthers.
district play, so every game really matters. And the way this district matches up with the teams, you're going to see, some teams just barely get in, even though 4 teams get in a district. When you have a 7-team district, 3 are going to be out, so you got to win almost every game.
Yeah, go Panthers.
Go
And
Panthers.
Navarro Panther Network, man. We
Yeah.
love it. We love what you do, and so
Yep.
you do a great job with the
and
production.
real quick, I wanted to show the screen one more time. These are the games to watch. So, we went over them. We picked them. And the big game's not on there, which is Miami versus Florida State. And that's the 6:30 game here, Central Time. So I wanted
on
to put
ABC.
that up real quick and then get back to you guys. So that's all I have. And
all we
you
got.
guys have anything else other than to like, subscribe, give us your comments on Facebook. Auburn, not
Always.
that bad, somebody was saying, but I believe Auburn's they're that middle tier SEC team where they're good, but not quite great this year.
You see, competitive.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
They're competitive.
wait, was that Tucker Frost that just commented on that?
I don't know.
I know he's an Auburn fan.
Kosovo. Kosovo. All right. Well,
Right,
that'll be
let's
it.
Call it a night, boys.
And I got the music in the background, and that'll be it. Like, subscribe, tell us, in your comments, and we hope to see you again next week on Triple D Hot Takes. Pick 'em for college football and week 6 next week. Hey, it's week 7. How about it? So, all right, guys. Enjoy your evening, and we'll be out of here. So, God bless, and we'll kind of sign off here slowly. So, adios. Mach's gut. Auf Wiedersehen. Aloha.